مرحب مليون السلام عليكم الرحمة. ببركة البوس 69 رجعت لكم في تكملة لتختيم دبل اوكي مثل جير سورد. اوكي حبيب قام ينقع مثل جير سوليد. الحين بعد ما لا تذكرون لحظة انا سويت مال الوقت anyway زين. الحين الغرفة فيها غاز سام فنحط الغاز ماسك. الباب مقفل علينا، الدرايش ما ترى متفجرها، فشو الحل؟ نختنق ونموت؟ لا الحق نسوي الحل نسوي سلكت وننزل تحت ونتصل بالعالم مالنا اتاكان.
That's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Hello.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
X. هيا خلص بختنق. لحظة انا ما ضبطت سيدة يسار. اوكي كفاية اظن.
I hacked into security.
كفو.
Snake, I'm opening the door.
شنب. لحظة ما عنده شنب. حياة. اخيرا طلع اللي كان بلعوني. زين الحياة. ليكويد. امس او الاسبوع اللي طاف على يوم الخميس واحد من الشباب كان يلعب مثل جير واحد المحترفين في مثل جير، فقلت له في حركة انا شفتها انك تسوي مثلث وتطلع السلاح. كيف؟ قال لي تضغط مرتين مثلث. اوكي في تغيير في الكاميرا لو لاحظته، لكن قال لي اظن هالميزة اظن انها تطلع بعد المرة الثانية يوم تقيم اللعبة على النورمال او على الهارد، ما يتذكر. حتى مو متأكد ان هالميزة موجودة ولا لا. ما علينا، تو الناس اني اكتشف هالميزة في اخر شابتر. ان شاء الله يكون هذا اخر جزء للتختيم او قبل الاخير.
You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
Pentagon.
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged.
يعني البنتاغون هم اللي حطوا
From the beginning the
فوكس
Pentagon
داي
was
في
using you
جسم
as a
سنيك
vector to
عشان
spread
يروح
Fox Dye.
وينشر الفوكس
It can't
داي
be. Are you telling me
ويقتلهم
Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
وياخذون المتل جير.
They
يبون
thought
ياخذون
she
المتل
was.
جير.
But it seems that
ليش؟
Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled
فيعتقدون
so
ان
easily.
نيومي هانتر هي الوسيلة اللي حطوا اللي استخدموها
We
عشان
reported that Dr. Hunter
يحطون
altered Fox Dye's program just
Fox
before
Dye.
the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
فاكسين.
There
شو
must
معناته
be,
فاكسين
but that
عقار؟
woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
على فكرة هو ميت كيف destroy him؟
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Meow! Snake,
your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving. How do I stop it?
الجاري هذا يضرب درل في اليدار. ان شاء الله الصوت ما يطلع. اوكي امسك الهاند. بلاني. وقف ايوه اسمعني. فاش. كمل بارك الله فيك كمل. Snake versus Rex. Round 1. Fight. اوكي الحين بنقاتل مثل جير ريكس. على فكرة انا الحين ترى خسرت وعدت التسجيل لاني خسرت وان شاء الله وعرفت كيف اعدي. انا غلطتي اني ما كنت استخدم هذا القنبلة. فر كيف يفر مثلث لحظة كيف يفر مربع حلو. هي لا تلحقيني اوكي خذ هذا. لحظة ما اكتفيت. وينك خذ هذا. زين وين ستان جرانيت قصدي. شفت ابا اوكي مريت يا اخي سنيك ما يفر ما ادري ليش. بلاني انا حاط الستن والله اني عله. تشف جرانيد. هي قلنا تشف جرانيد مين واتساب. اوكي اوه الله فريت خيب سنتين من الخوف. انفجر بسرعة. كسوح اوكي لوك دوك الثانية. الحين يا حبيبي شو اسمه جيف جرانيد ضربة واحدة حلو حتى توقيت الصح يا ريال والله انفجرت كيف تلحقني مع انك توقيتي صح. كسوح يلا لوك فر اصبر. خطر والله خطر. Stand like a boss, kill like a boss. Okay. Yeah. هذه المواجهة الأولى راوند 1. هذا الحين بس علق ما اخترق. أنا خسرت في المواجهة الثانية. ها عاد شغال؟ أو إني يعني ما شوفوا مين اللي بيدخل. شوفوا يا رباه. شوف زخام ايده. انا مو زخام. Grey Fox. It sounds better than Deep Throat. يعني هو كان اللي يكلمني ويقول لي انا Deep Throat. هو Grey Fox. شوف اللي هو اخو نيومي. شوف يا رب.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out.
أنا حبيس الموت. أنت الوحيد اللي تقدر
She's
تحرم.
hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
خبيت كلام.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then and couldn't bring myself to kill her too.
يقول أنا اللي قتلت أمها وأبوها بس ما قدرت أقتلها لأني كنت رقيق القلب. ما تلاحظون قصة إيتاتشي يوم قتل قبيلته وخلى ساسكي حي؟ بديت أحس إن ناروتو يقلدون مثل جير. أكيد مثل جير هي عماد كل شيء، الألعاب والأفلام والأنمي.
I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are.
شوف مكاننا وإنه.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
لا يا فوكس لا تضحي بنفسك. شوف هذا النينجا الصح. اوه Make me feel alive again.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot?
Fire
You
the
kill him
stinger.
too!
Now!
على فكرة الحين سنيك
I can finally
Can't do it.
يوم أبي أطلق يقول it's no good. I can't do it.
taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead.
I can't do it.
An undying
وجراي فوكس يتكلم يقول أنا أصلا ميت ساعة بس أطلق.
but soon
لأن سنيك يخاف يطلق ويقتل جراي فوكس.
finally
I can't do it.
No, I can't do it. يا حبيبي كان أطلق. شوف شو بيستوي فيه الحين.
die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was
تحية
the
جراي
only
فوكس تحية.
The only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
اللقطة المؤلمة الصراحة.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
حلو الحين اراويك. على فكرة الحين خسرت 5 مرات بس قطعت لكم. والله فهمت له ان شاء الله يعني. فرجت القنبلة بسرعة. وين هذا؟ في الوسط عليك على شكل الخاطر. لحظة فرق قنابل. ما بيمديني يا حبيبي. حط حياة لاني انا غبي انسى احط حياة. اوكي شفت هذا وهذا وهذا ايضا. اوه صار يطلق قنابل ما كان شي. اوه شيت راح مفعول هذا. انفرت ولا لا؟ ليش كذي بطيئة؟ انفرت. اي ثبت بابا ثبت. ما يسلمك. مفعولها وايد صار بطيء او ضعيف. تفر وترجع الستنجر على طول. اوكي شله. يا انا يا انت والله لعب فيه اي شيء. شيت اخر حياة. انا بعد شي قنبلة تحتي احسن عشان تطول الوقت. بسرعة اخر قنبلة. اوف مالت علي.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
ما اظن اللي بيقيم على لعبة يقدر يقيم لانه لعبة روحي ما اعرف كيف الطريقة الاصلية. فانتم اذا تبون تفهم بالعربي تشوفوا القصة شوفوه عندي. واذا تبون تعدون اللعبة شوفوا الكثرو اصلي. شت اغمى على سنيك. يا الله قفت المايه. ليكويد ما زال واقف.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy.
كيفك شو؟
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers, with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
ترى أنا ساكت لأني مصدوم شوية قاعد أقرأ.
1991, the Gulf War.
واو زادت الصدمة حرب الخليج.
The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier
وين سهر
genes.
الليل؟
The Gulf War syndrome
شوف في
that
بلاك
hundreds
بيري.
of thousands of returning soldiers
Okay,
complained
awesome.
about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder. invent chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Okay.
Look behind you.
Meryl!
Oi.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a PDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
بترجم بس أبغى أعرف نفسه.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Qiyna Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel,
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
وين صار بعد؟
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
مات.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information.
اعتقلوه وهذا واحد.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
إذا واحد من الشباب قال لي إذا فزت قبل الوقت تنقذ ميرال، إذا فزت بعد الوقت ميرال بتموت. وفي تقييمتين، يا انك تنقذها يا انها تموت. ان شاء الله انقذها.
You might still be able to save her.
يلا زين ليش الوقت يمشي يا اخي بسرعة؟
One brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
هاي. يا بابا.
Have at you, Snake.
للمعلومية يا شباب أنا الحين خسرت وعشان تي استرجعت 30 ثانية شوية صعب. الحين لازم أنقص حياته. شوف مسخرة. لازم أنقص حياته بعدين أطيحه. عادي ما أطيحه هالشي صعب. بعدين اللي قاعد أضرب من الصبح. بوم.
Nice shot.
الحين تغير الصورة. هذه الضربة الأولى من واحد. حلو. بدا يطيح. الحين اقدر اقلبه. يدوسني بعد. قوم يا اخي الله يرضى عليكم. حلو. لازم اطيحه برا يعني. هو قام قبلي معنا. ابى اطيح الجهة الثانية والله صعب. ولا اقدر اضربه في تحت. كيف ترتيب؟ انا بكون على الحافة واجزه جي يعني بس. اوكي ما اللي طاح. صراحة ما شفته طاح. شكل الكمبيوتر طفر مني من كثر ما اخسر. قال لي فوز الله يخليك فوز. نحط الهاند اللعين.
ميرل.
حية ميتة بعد لا تقهرني. قول حية.
ميرل.
ايوه الحمد لله.
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
بهالعيون تشوفينه؟ اوكي.
That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But...
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Go.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
امسك الجهاز.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
هوب.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
بدلة.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake. Hurry!
دقيقة براويكم شيء. بس ناخذ الحياة. الظاهر ما اقدر اراويكم. المهم المكان اللي كنا فيه بنرجع له في متل جير 4. حلو. وبنقاتل بانك فيه.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
هاي وين ذاك اللي قال بيشل السكيورتي؟ اوكي. ما عندي اسلحة. حلو. كيس حصلت. لا تصوبوا.
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
جمب ان. كيف؟ حلو. كيف اطلع؟
Fire that machine gun. Snake, hold on.
شوف انا الحين برد على كل اللي قال على واحد في المقطع الاول قال لي هولو 4 هي افضل لعبة في تاريخ الالعاب يعني. فاقول له شوف هذه سوني 1 وتشوف المراحل اللي انت تشوفها في هولو 4 وانشارتد والالعاب الثانية تركب سيارة وتمسك رشاش تشوفها موجودة في سوني 1 في متل جير. شوف انا قاعد استعرض.
Snake, clear a path.
صعب التحكم. الاحتياط.
Okay, Snake, let's go.
Let's go. خلينا نتحكم بالأسهم أسهل.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it.
كيف جي؟
Snake, clear a path.
والله صعب التصوير. لا تقولي معي. صعب. بعد هاللعبة ما فيها زوايا. قولي شي يا أخي. نضغط مثلث ومربع.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet.
راعي الفماس ما عنده وقت. مثلث. والله انه حماس ألف. لا تدعم. شو الحل اذا ينزل راسه شو اسوي له؟ اوكي. شت مرتع. حلو. دبل هيد. هاي حول تصوير اوه لا لا اوه لا لا.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
ما يموت ما يموت.
Snake!
داي. شوف كيف كملها يلا انا من اللقطة. استغفر الله العن صوت. اوه
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
رجع ها.
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base.
حلو.
Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
اظن خلاص ما في جيم بلاي اني قيمتها.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was.
كنا حاطين كلام أو مقولات نيومي.
I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
مع نفسك.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
شوف
Maybe
شوف
that's the real
الرومانسي.
way to live.
يعني لو كان رسم عدل اعتقد
So,
انه الحين
where to,
وجهه
Snake?
يحمر.
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
ديفيد قال اسمه ديفيد.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
وعلى فكرة ديفيد اسم
A new path?
ممثل الصوت
purpose.
مال سنيك.
Will we
ديفيد.
find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too?
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou,
يا الله على
most of
المشكل.
all,
يا اخي نحن عزاب.
you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
It's freaking awesome. شوف الحين اظن التقييم بيطلع الحين. في لقطة بس اخاف اطوفها تطلع الحين. طاف. ما اقدر اطوف. or okay it's done. ديفيد هايتر الله يعلم كيف نطق اسمه. زين وبعدين غصب اسمع الأغنية. written by هايدو كوجيما. هاي سلامات يا شيخ. ما بديزاين هايدو كوجيما خير هو اللي سوى كل شيء. يا ولد الحلال ستارت سلكت اي شيء. anyway انت مطفل المقطع لقدام انا بلعب في البلاك بيري او بقطعه. ألاسكا السماعات حلوة. وايد احب هالأغنية. اوكي، والفيديو شكله خلص خلونا نشوف اللقطة اللي كنت اقول لكم عنها.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule.
صوت مين هذا؟
Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to
صوت
rule the
أصوات
world.
على ما أظن.
No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman?
Solidus.
Yes, sir. I'll keep her under
نسخة
surveillance.
Big Boss.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
ماذا؟ مستر بريزيدنت؟ سيد الحاكم؟ ويحك. وجي خلاص قيمت اللعبة. شوفوا الأخ يسرقد على العالم. على الإيزي في 8 ساعات، تسييفات 8 مرات، 15 موتة، 18 مرة اكتشفوني، قتلت شو اسمه، قتلت 52 مرة، قتلت يعني 52 من واحد، واستخدمت الحياة 52 مرة. سبيشال ايتم اللي سويت له انلوك الظاهر باندانا مو اللباس اللي يلبس على الراس. anyway والله استمتعت في لعب اللعبة وياكم. ان شاء الله انتم استمتعتوا في لعبي الفاشل. اوفرايت اوكي يس. كان الله غفور رحيم. ان شاء الله ببدأ في الجزء الثاني في وقت قريب ان شاء الله. كان حبيب خالد او بريكر بوي 69. مع السلامة.